Hello guys, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to figure out the Jindosh Riddle and how to crack the safe or door, shall I say. Now when you enter here, you're going to open up this box here and you will be welcomed by a riddle. You'll read it and you will get a riddle. Now this must be really confusing and it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm going to tell you how to figure it out, how to find the correct code to get inside. The first thing you will want to do is take some sort of picture or screenshot if you're on a PC of this image here, of the note. I'll explain as I go along. Once you do that, let's move on. Now each image represents a different person, and each one of these names here are representing the different people from the riddle. Now unfortunately I couldn't back up his save where the lock wasn't unlocked, and it doesn't really matter though, because I can show you how I got this, and it is pretty easy once you know how. It is a little bit cheaty, but there's smart people and then there's people that are smarter than the smarter people. So the way we're doing it will be pretty interesting, and it will be a lot less stressful. I've seen people make 45 to an hour tutorials on how to figure this out. Now once you have your screenshot of your riddle, you will either want to open this image up of your riddle in Photoshop, Paint, or you can just get a notepad and pen and write down as we go along. Now basically what we have here is my riddle and someone else's riddle. This here on the right side is the answers. You may not understand, but I'm going to explain right now. Okay, now I have opened up my image, my riddle in Photoshop, and I have a color coding system going on here just like on the right side. And the way we're going to do this with the color coding is basically it's going to give us the answers. Now if you look on the right side here, we have different colors. We've got red, purple, yellow, blue, and then the green. The colors are placed in the orders of the items. So when you're cracking down the code, you're basically putting owners to items. So as it says at the bottom here, but who owned each, and what there is the snuff tin, diamond, the ring, and the bird pendant, and there's another one as well, but it's unmentioned. Okay, so let's get started. Now before we do this, just let you know, everyone's riddle is totally randomized. So Dr. Marcola in purple will not be Dr. Marcola, because if you look over here on the left of mine, Dr. Marcola for me is Baroness Finch, and Lady Winslow on the right there is not Lady Winslow for me, it is Dr. Marcola. So if that was confusing, fair enough, but we are going to explain it now very fast. So just follow along. They all wore different colors and so now we've color coded Dr. Marcola. We're going to forget the doctor part, that doesn't matter. All you need to know is their name, not their first bit, whatever, doctor, you know, the title of them. All you need to know is their name. So Marcola, so where the ring is, so saying it was no match for her, war medal. So now we know Marcola owns the war medal. Pretty easy, right? Now let's move on. Second color code. Marcola on there, but not for me because it is Baroness Finch. Now we're looking for the purple bird pendant. Someone else carried a valuable item. Someone else carried a valuable snuff tin. Now we know Finch owns the snuff tin. Next color code, yellow. Bragged about her item. Bragged about her diamond. Okay. Now we need to find out who owns the diamond. Now we need to realize that here, don't get confused, because the rum here it says Finch raised her rum in toast, but for me it says Natuzia, whatever you say, raised her absinthe in toast. Okay, so basically they replaced the drinks around, they randomize that, so don't get confused. All you need to know is that it's the sentence. So if you look at in toast, now raised her drink in toast, And then we look at ours. Raised her drink in toast. Nat Zuia. Just gonna call her Nat. Nat raised her drink in toast. Now we know that Nat owns the diamond. Now we move on to the next color code. So, Lady Winslow showed off a prized ring. Last but not least, we have the green color code. Then Countess Conti captivated them all with a story about her wild youth in location. Now, this is all you need to know. If you followed along and you have everything color coded as I have, then good, because these are your answers. Now, if you still don't know what the answers are, we're going to do it right here, very fast. Marcola, red. Don't worry about the colours, that's just colour coding to keep us on track. It's nothing to do with the riddle, by the way. So Marcola owns the war medal. Now we know that. Now, Finch owns the snuff tin. Nat Zui, yellow, owns the diamond. Winslow, blue, owns the ring. Conti, which is green, owns the last item that wasn't mentioned but is easy to know because it's the last item on the list, which is, if I just bring up my screenshot here, she owns the bird pendant. Okay. Now, notice how I just figured all that out from this color coding thing. It's kind of cheaty, but that's how you do it. If you don't understand because you've just listened to what I've said and not really followed along, then that is why you don't know the answer. You need to be following along, color coding or writing this down on a notepad in order to get your answers. So like we have it here in notepad, these are our answers. Marcola owns the war medal. Finch owns the snuff tin. Winslow owns the ring. Nat owns the diamond. Conti owns the bird pendant. And by the way, I know that's not in order there because we have Finch and then Nat, but it goes Finch and Winslow. That does not matter. You do not need to put it in order. As long as you've got the answers, basically the items that belong to these people, as long as you got that there, it doesn't matter what order you put it in, it will always be correct as long as you got the correct items matching to the correct people. So you could have Conti at the start, Marcola in the middle, Nat at the very second part there here, and it wouldn't matter because as long as you have the correct items matching the correct people, you will get inside. I mean, there's nothing else to it really, that's the riddle. I don't know how fast I explained that. Hopefully it'll be less than 6 minutes. Yeah, it's a very good tactic. I'd like to thank Mr. Dead Guy 34 on the Dishonored Reddit for creating this image here on the right side that basically explained the whole riddle a lot faster than I've ever seen anyone explain this riddle. I mean, I don't think I'll make any other Dishonored videos, but this is one of the actually really fun riddles, but it's not fun if you're going to spend an hour on the riddle. I feel like if you're able to understand it and crack the code, then that's better than nothing, than, you know, just getting someone else to do it for you, or basically just copying the answer from someone else, because basically you still are cracking the riddle. You're color coding and you're writing down the answers, you know, making sure you got them right and correct. So in a way, it's not exactly 100% cheating, you're still putting in the work to get the answer. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I apologize if my voice was a bit low. I had to keep it quiet during recording this video, but if you did enjoy and it did help you out, give the video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe, and look out for more shitty content like this. Thanks a lot. See you next video.